Happy, John?
Yeah.
Here we are.
Whitey, let's face it, the big decision was the sending off of Alvin Rouse. What was your take on it?
Well, obviously, everybody will have a different opinion on it. From my point of view, the referee, quite simply, after 7 minutes, has killed this game. There's people come in here and paid £10 and watch that football, and after 7 minutes, the game's finished. He sent off Alvin Rouse. When the ball was played through, he got a touch of the ball. He simply made the save to his right-hand side, and you can see it. Joe Gormley's momentum carries it on, and they clatter each other. How does Alvin get sent off for that? Beyond me. Now, these guys are getting paid big money for this, and there's a lot of controversy over referees at the present time. And they're like the rest of us to make the mistakes, and do good things, do bad things. But that was shocking today. Absolutely brutal. It's the only way you can only explain that decision, because he's killed the game, made it easy for Cliftonville. And after that, it was going to be very difficult for us.
It almost ruined the game as a contest after that, because there was such a long delay. Joe Gormley then scores from the resulting free kick, and at 1-0, there was no real life in the game almost up until the penalty and the second half. It was always going to be very difficult to break down a team of Cliftonville's quality with 10 men.
Well, really what it was attack v defence, and we wanted to make sure we weren't going to get turned over and possibly sneak one at the far end. And if we had a sneak one, I think we had a great chance with Andy Crawford at the end of the first half. Could have been 2-1, would have given us a wee bit of an opportunity near the end. But I'm very proud of the players, the way they played today. They gave everything 100%. Their shape was good. It was probably the first time we've had our full squad out since the Crusaders game, and then Leon, our centre half, gets injured before the game, so maybe that was a sign of things to come. But there's a serious issue here. These referees are getting paid big money, and it takes a lot of money to run football clubs. It takes a lot of money for this small country club that's playing in the Premier League to run itself, and it's important that we stay in the Premier League. But I have to say, these boys, who are they accountable to? If he had any doubt about that, he shouldn't be given a decision there. But he just killed the game, stone dead. And I have to say, it's just abysmal. It's rotten to the core. And but after that, I have to say, after we settled down, I thought the boys worked extremely hard, and I can't ask any more of the players today. And I've no fault with them whatsoever.
What do you think about the standard of refereeing, not just today, but throughout the whole league? Not just this season, but obviously you experienced last season the top flight as well.
I think the biggest problem is inconsistency. I think also some of them are a wee bit aloof from the rest of us. I think there's some of them very high and mighty about themselves. They're getting paid big money, and I think it's about time they come down to our level, come down to the level of supporters, and we're talk to people and instead of dictating to them. And I listened to the linesman today, and all he done was talk to the referee during the whole game. I'm not exactly sure whether they're chatting about the match or not, but these guys would be far better concentrating on the game instead of talking to each other the whole day. So, to be quite honest, you can tell by me about him. If the first time we've been in the Premier League, and I'm seriously disgusted with what happened today, to be quite honest. It's as simple as that. Nothing else can explain it. For him to turn around and say that he deserved to send him off, he's well out of order. Well out of order. Simple as that.
How do you change it, and how do you make the referees more accountable in that situation?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it'd be nice if maybe they can meet us afterwards and explain it to us. That's one way. But who actually assesses them? Those people assess them, but the clubs never see what came out of that assessment. It's all cloak and dagger. They keep it to themselves. Nobody else knows exactly if they got downgraded because of this bad decision was made today, or nobody knows. At least the clubs get some sort of feedback and realise that Colin Burns today, for example, was taking over the coals for it. But no doubt they'll back him to help. They'll back the referees to help all the time. And they're like a secret society. That's the way I look upon them. I suppose that's one of the best ways to describe them. They're like a secret society to everybody else out here. And it's about time it changed, because you're paying people this sort of money here. People deserve better service than that there. And as I said, I was chatting to two fellas from Enniskillen and just killed the game for them.
Would you want to meet the referee straight after a game, or would you like there to be some kind of process where maybe every month or so the managers sit down with the referees and discuss different incidents which have taken place in that month? I mean, how do you solve it?
I think maybe if you, I don't think you do it every month. I think, maybe a couple of times a year, go through some of the games that were done. But you have to be very careful against the slanging match. It has to be done with somebody chairing it properly and making sure it's constructed meetings, and you give your opinion and they explain why they done something, and then we explain why we didn't think it went right. But I just think some of the standard at times is very poor, and I've even been concerned with the standard of the linesmen as well at times. But really, they have to be down on their high horse. It's as simple as that. Not them all. Like the rest of us, I make mistakes, my players make mistakes, they make mistakes. But at least my players are accountable to me, and I'm accountable to my chairman and my committee. Who are the referees accountable to? That's what I think.
Defeat today against the champions. Next up, it's Glenavon, a team who are capable of scoring goals and really have added to their squad this season.
Yeah.
How good do you feel that they've been?
Glenavon have been very good. Gary Hamilton brought in quality players of experience and quality, but we've a lot more to look forward to if we can keep getting our squad together now and get them back from injury. And Big Richard Leggy will hopefully start training next week again. We brought him here to score goals, but hasn't played too much for us. So a long season to go yet, and you can see with the desire and commitment we had today, if we carry that forward the rest of the season, we'll be okay. But I think we need to maybe, hopefully we get 1 or 2 decisions will go our way. What I will say, and I meant to say it earlier on, was this: I'm absolutely, no doubt, if that had happened in Belfast, the Cliftonville goalkeeper, that decision wouldn't have been made. You can turn around and say we have a chip on our shoulder down here, but the Belfast teams, well, maybe we have. But the simple reality is the referees don't deal with the Belfast teams the way they deal with the country teams.
Do you feel that consistently?
I do.
As issue?
I do, yeah. I do. I feel it's very big in the game, yeah. Absolutely. And I think our company managers would probably tell you the same thing if they wanted to tell you, but I'm telling you now, State, as far as I'm concerned, there is a situation where we believe that the bigger Belfast sides get the big decisions. It's a simple way of putting it, and people mightn't thank me for saying that, but that's the way it is. That's the way I feel today. I'm just saying it as it is and the way I feel about it, and there's no point beating about the bush. That's what I feel about it. And people can turn around and say it's sour grapes. Well, everybody's got their opinion, and tonight, the way I'm standing at the moment, I've got my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Is that both home and away? You feel that?
Well, I feel definitely certainly in their own patch, and probably some of the big decisions go their way when they're away as well. So I definitely feel there's times that decisions are made more in favour of the Belfast teams. And some of the big sides, Belfast sides, big sides, whatever you want to call them, but I'm absolutely convinced of it. They get a bigger rub of the green than the rest of us, and we've got to fight for it. We fought for it last year, and we'll certainly not lie down. And I'm going to show you I have a change room of players in there. I can't wait to get out on the pitch next Friday night.
Whitey, thank you very much.